Hey, Crystal, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Question, we can use any Kali Linux, right? Because I have
Yep.
Kali Evelyn one and I have Kali Linux, the Windows version.
Yeah, either one will work. And actually, for tonight, if you wanted to just use Putty, you could as well. But yeah, any version of Kali will work.
You said putty?
Yeah, for what we're doing tonight, you can get away with just using Putty, but
Okay.
we can also do it in Kali.
Okay.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So in order for us to get started, I need to either know that you're just going to be watching and not following along, or that you have your Cali BM or your putty ready to go. So, Amanda, where are you at? Downloading putty. Okay. Krishna, have you you have a Cali machine, right?
Yeah, I downloaded Putty on my Windows.
Okay. And Crystal, you have
I'm
Cali,
using-
right?
Yeah, I'm using Cali.
All right. And let's see. Is it Shayna?
Shauna, yeah, I have Putty installed.
All right, wonderful. So we will give a couple of minutes for the person who is still downloading to catch up, and we will try to start around 6:10. RB, are you participating, or are you just watching?
Did you say something?
Yeah, I was asking, are you participating or are you just watching?
No, I wanted to participate.
All right, do you have putty already or Cali machine?
I have the Cali in the virtual box. I don't have putty though.
Okay, Cali's fine. Just make sure that if you're using your Cali, and this is for anyone who's using Cali, in your settings, make sure that you have it set to your bridged adapter so it can reach the outside world. Normally when we do stuff, within Black Girls Hack, we usually use the NAT network, but today we just need to have a bridged adapter.
Okay. I'm gonna pull mine up now then.
Okay, and then Tier. Or Tira.
You mean Tatiana?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No. It's a tear in here. My bad.
Yeah, there's a
Yes.
Tier. Do you have your Cali VM or your putty downloaded?
Not yet.
Okay, so let me know when you're ready. And then Tatiana.
I'm on a Mac, but I'm gonna try and download Putty on my AWS workspace.
Okay. All right, so I'll give the folks that are downloading a chance to get it together, and I will be back in a couple of minutes.
Hey, Tanisha, do we need to download Bitwise SSH client as well? Just Putty will do, right?
No, you don't need it.
Okay, thanks.
As far as the instructions for the putty, did you just go straight to the site, or is that a document that you put on Black Girls Meet group? What you're looking at?
Oh, no, this is just from putty.org, the website that distributes the application. So if you just go to putty.org, and then you can say you can download it here.
Do I need to download it within the virtual?
No, so can you hear me? Okay. So yeah, this is actually outside of my VM.
Okay.
So you could just download this on whatever your client, your host machine is.
Okay.
But like I said, if you have the Kali, you can do it in there as well. Either one. I'll show you guys both ways.
Okay, what would be the best method? Because I have Cali, but I didn't know if I should just follow along with just going with putty or whatnot.
So the folks that have been doing, Black Girls Hack stuff thus far probably have the VM already set up for like our CEH study group. But if you don't like that, I don't know if you remember, like it took us a while to try to, troubleshoot and get through the installation of everything. So for those folks who are new, they can just download Putty and be up and running in, say 5 minutes or so. And then, but if you already have it, next week's live is going to be actually using the terminal, the Kali VM. So either one will work, but I just wanted for the folks who are new, for them to be able to participate as well.
Okay.
All right, so I saw Tira got done. Is everybody else ready to go and or watching?
Yep.
Okay, that's Krishna. RB, you said you're working on something, right?
Well, I have it. I have my prompt.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Amanda, you said you're going to watch today. Crystal, are you up and ready?
Yeah, I'm up.
All right, and Lawanda?
I'm probably watch. I'm on Parrot, and I'm not sure how to use Putty on Parrot.
Oh, you don't have to have Putty on Parrot. Parrot is pretty much the same type of setup as Kali, so you can just launch a terminal window.
Oh, okay. All right.
Let's see. Shauna?
I'm ready.
Okay. And Tatiana?
I'm gonna try and watch. I'm having
Okay.
trouble.
All right. If you continue to have issues, get on my schedule next week around Wednesday, somewhere before Friday, and we can troubleshoot if you'd like. And I will send you my calendar. That was Tatiana, right?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to share my video for a second, just so you guys can see me. And then I'm going to take it back off because I'm not feeling well. And so I'm Tanisha Martin. I'm the executive director for Black Girls Hack. And Black Girls Hack is basically an organization that's set up to help get people, specifically Black women, into cybersecurity, but the services that we provide are for everyone. We don't discriminate as far as our offerings or who we help, but we were set up specifically to help share knowledge and resources to help Black girls and women to get into cybersecurity. So that's what we do. So we hold a CEH study group, which is on Tuesday nights, and a Security Plus study group, which is on Saturday mornings, to try to help folks get into these certifications and get ready for them. We also have a Slack channel where we do like some questions of the day and just communicate. So all of that information is on our link tree if you'd like to join us for any of those other types of activities, mentoring, resume review, things of that nature. And that is, you'll find all those links on our link tree. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started. So and I'm taking my camera off. Give me 1 second. All right. So we're going to be doing the Over the Wire Bandit series today. So this is a beginner level capture the flag cyber wars type event or type website where you can practice your Linux skills and your command line skills, so that you can get used to the way things look if you ever decide that you want to do capture the flag type events. Okay, so I'm going to show you 2 ways, and then I'm just going to use PuTTY the rest of the day, but the evening, but I just want to be able to show it to both folks so that you can see what you need to do. Okay, so we're going to start off on level 0. So for level 0, the username they give you and the password they give you, and the goal of the exercise is to get the username. Well, we know what the username is going to be. It's Bandit and whatever the level is, but to get the password for each level, so that you can move up. So there are actually 33 levels in Bandit, and then there's actually other areas besides Bandit. So if you're interested in those, we'll probably do some of those later, but they have Nada's, Leviathan, Krypton. They have different types of games, but Bandit is the entry level one. So that's the one we're going to do today. So do I have any questions thus far?
Nope.
Nope. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. So like I said, I'm going to show you both ways, and then and I'm going to show you where I'm going to get the information from. And then when we're done, I will show you guys how to get to where the write-up is, so that you can just verify your results. Okay. But we're going to go through it first. So as I said, for level 0, it's Bandit 0 is the username and Bandit 0 is the password. And so once we get into level 0, our goal is to find the password for level 1. Okay. So if you're doing this on your Kali machine, make sure that you have your computer network set up to bridged adapter so that you can use your network card to access the site. And what we're going to do is SSH into Bandit 0 at bandit.labs.overthewire. And we are trying to get in on port 2220. So I didn't just make that information up. It's not something I knew. They specifically tell you that you're logging in as Bandit 0 on port 2220. And the IP address that we're looking at, or the domain that we're looking at, is bandit.labs.overthewire.org.
Quick question before you go right into it. You said the network one more time is bridged adapter?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
All right, so when you do that, you're going to press enter, and it says, hey, this is the Overwire game server, and it wants to know what the password is. So you say Bandit 0, which is they gave us, and then that logs you in as Bandit 0 at Bandit. Okay. So this is within your Kali VM. If you don't have a Kali VM, we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to do it in the PuTTY. So if you've downloaded Putty, you should have this Putty configuration window when you launch it. And what you're going to do is you're going to type in Bandit 0 at bandit.labs.overthewire.org, the same thing that we did on this other side, which was the information they gave you on the site. And we're specifically doing port 2220 over SSH. Okay. So then when you do that, you're going to say open, and it's going to give you a little warning message. And it says, hey, what's this user's password? You're going to type in Bandit 0. And then you're going to get the same user message, which is Bandit 0 at Bandit. Okay. So I'm going to continue in the Putty terminal, but if you have Kali, you're going to do the same activities. Okay. So just a note for everyone, when you get ready to go from one level to the next, you have to start your terminal, your SSH window over. Okay. So the best way to do that is you're going to say exit, and then you're going to launch the Putty again. And I would save this, I would just say over the wire, and then just save it. So then the next time you go in, you could just select over the wire, and then, or maybe even save it as over the wire Bandit. So you can save it and then just click on it to come back in. Okay. So are you guys with me?
Yep.
Anyone not with me, don't be afraid to speak up if you're having issues.
We're gonna go back over the portion as far as you were just demonstrating in the command window, because I didn't actually type in the first command that you put in.
Yeah. Okay, so let's exit. All right, so if you're in Kali, what you're going to say is SSH, which is how you, this is one of the ways that you can SSH into a machine. And then you're going to say username at the domain name. So in this case, we're doing bandit 0 at labs.overthewire.org. And specifically, we wanted to connect on port 2220. So it's a little easier in Kali to go from one level to the next, because you can just exit out and then, up arrow and then go change it from Bandit 0 to Bandit 1 and then, log in. So you don't have to do the same stuff as with the Putty. All right, so are you with me?
Yes, I don't have a monitor, so I'm just trying to go back and forth between my command. So bandit 0 at
bandit.labs.overthewire.org. And I'll actually type it in the
Thank you. It's just hard for me to see since it's let's see, .overthewire.org.
All right, so is everyone else good to go?
Yeah, from the Putty, I entered the host name, bandit 0 at bandit.labs.overthewire.org, but somehow it doesn't save the session there.
Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to say bandit 0 at bandit.labs.overthewire.org. You're going to say port 2220. 2220. Make sure SSH is selected. You're going to type in here over the wire, say Bandit, and then you're going to say save. And then it's going to add this to your thing, but it's also ready to go. So then now you can just click open and put in the password.
And then it asks me for the password is bandit or test.
It's bandit 0, BANDIT 0. So for every level, your username is going to be Bandit. So we're on level 0 right now. So your username is going to be Bandit 0. So for level 1, it's going to be Bandit 1. Okay, so the only thing that's changing from level to level is the username and the password. All the other information is going to be the same. So
And you said
I'll
as far
show
as
you as
the username would be the same as well. Like, so if I'm on Bandit 0, it'll be Bandit 0 for user.
at, yeah, it would be Bandit 0 at bandit.labs.overthewire.org. And then for next level, it'll be Bandit 1 at bandit.labs.overthewire.org, etc.
Okay.
All right, so is everybody with me so far?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So for each one of these levels, they give you a hint. Okay. So they give you a hint and they'll tell you, for example, what tools that you may need. So in this case, for level 0, we just needed SSH, which is what we use to be able to log in. So this is something that you'll need to remember if you need to SSH into machines in the future. Maybe after you're done, you can just take some notes. I have a lab notebook that I write down, commands that I've used that have been helpful to me, so that if I need to use them again, I can just go back to that. So the next level is we're going to try to get the password for level 1. So the hint here is the password for the next level is stored in a file called README, located in the home directory. Okay, so I'm going to assume that you guys are new. So I'm just going to walk you through everything. So to figure out what directory we're in, we're going to say PWD, which means print working directory. That tells you where we're at. So we're actually in the home directory for Bandit 0. Okay. So it says that the password is stored in a file called README, located in this home directory. Okay. So if you want to see what's in the directory that you're in, you want to say ls, which is, list, and it'll say, hey, there's the file, the README file. Okay. So just for your information, if sometimes there can be information in a folder that is hidden. So it's not available when you just say ls. Okay. So if you want to see everything that's in the folder, you'll say ls.alt. Okay. And that tells you, for example, if it's a D in front, it's a directory. And it'll tell you the read write permissions for the group, the user, and what privileges they have. Okay. So in this case, we have a README file, which is the user is Bandit 0, but it's owned by Bandit 1. Okay. So in order to be able to read a file, there's a couple of ways you can do it, but the way that I typically do is just say cat and then README, and you can just start typing in the letters and then press tab, and it'll complete your thought for you. Okay. So generally, if you press tab, it's probably because what you're doing is not formatted correctly. So if we say cat README, it gives us the password. So you could just select this and it copies it for you. Okay. So this is going to be the password for the next level. So Bandit 1, that's going to be our password. Okay.
So sorry. Another question.
Sure.
So we should have this pulled up, correct? The Bandit website.
You can, or you can just look at it on my machine. As long as you have your putty terminal, I'll walk you through what you need to get from one level to the next.
Okay.
All right, so this is the password for the next level. Okay, so if you're using a putty terminal, you're going to go ahead and say exit. It'll make your terminal go away. We're going to click the new one, say over the wire Bandit load. And now we're changing it from Bandit 0 to Bandit 1. Okay, and then you're going to say open. And you can just right click into the terminal and then press enter. So you don't have to actually type it. If you've copied it from the old terminal, And I would try to keep it into like a notepad or a sticky note just so you can keep track of where you're at. All right, so if you are with me, please raise your hand.
So right now we should be going back to the username, changing the 0 to 1, press enter, and then put in the password that we just got.
Yes, you put in the password that you just got from level 0. So that's the password for level 1. So you're going to put that password in when you SSH into. So I know you're in Cali, so you're just going to say exit. And then when you say exit, you're just going to up arrow. So all right, so you're just gonna, let's see, you're here. You've exited out. You're back to your terminal line. Your terminal line, you're just gonna up arrow, and then it'll put the same thing. You're just gonna change it from 0 to 1, and then press enter. And then it's going to ask you for the password for that level. All right, so Tatiana is ready to go. Could you everybody raise your hand? Oh, and if you're not familiar with how to raise your hand, at the bottom of the participant screen, so you click on participants, at the bottom of the participant screen, it should say invite and then raise hand. All right, so Lawanda's good to go.
So when I put in my SSH Bandit 1, it didn't give me a prompt for the password or anything. It just
All right,
was blank right there.
You want to share your screen?
Yeah.
And everyone else should be working on either telling me what's going on in a moment or raising your hand to tell me you're good to go.
Can you see my screen?
I can see that you started screen sharing. I can't see anything yet. Okay, now I can see it. All right. So you have SSH Bandit 1 at bandit.labs@overthewire.org. So Control C. Oh, I'm sorry. So you're still logged in as Bandit 0. So you need to exit out of the terminal altogether first. So Control C in your terminal. And then say exit. All right, now press up arrow and change it from 0 to 1. Perfect. All right, so I'm going to steal it back. All right, so let me see. My participants list went away. All right, Krishna, where are you at?
So I exit. I'm working on the Kali machine.
Okay.
So first time I did SSH Bandit 1. So you asked to exit. I exited. Then again, I typed.
You want to share your screen?
Sure. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I don't see the terminal though. I see your over the wire screen.
This one?
So yeah. Okay, there you go. All right. So, all right. So you probably copied the password incorrectly. So highlight where it says Bandit 0 underneath there. Highlight the password again. Scroll up, like move your mouse up. See where it says Bandit. Yeah. Highlight the password. You're missing a letter. Yeah. All right. So you got it. And then go up again, up arrow, enter, and then just right click and then press enter. Yeah, I don't, so you should just right click. And then press enter. All right, let's try this again. So up arrow, enter, and just right click.
Enter.
No, you're not copying. Yeah, maybe paste clipboard. Like if I just right click, I don't even get this window up. All right, so do me a favor, pull up a notepad or something of the sort. All right, so just copy this and right click in there.
Here we go.
All right,
Thank you.
no problem.
I guess I was going over the same thing that you guys were just doing, the whole copy and paste. So of course, when I do Control C, it makes me exit out of whatever I'm in. And then when I right clicked and tried to paste into the notepad, it wasn't copying over for me.
So you just highlight it and then it should copy it like that. You shouldn't have to say control, what is it? Control C or Control V, just highlight it. And when you highlight it, that copies it. And then you should be able to paste it into a Word document. So you see when I click in here, it doesn't give me any, wait, oh, this is Bandit 0.
Yeah, because when I highlighted it in the command window and then I guess tried to right click it and copy it and put it in the notepad, it didn't copy over to the notepad.
Okay, and are you still having that problem?
Yeah.
Okay, so share your screen. And Amanda, are you just watching?
Yes, I'm just watching.
Okay, so just raise your hand so I won't keep bothering you. And then Shauna.
I'm having the same issue with Putty where it's getting access denied. Like I have the password copied into a notepad, but Putty doesn't allow me to like right click and then copy from like a drop down menu.
Oh yeah, no. So you don't have to, and I'll go back to Putty in just a second, but you don't have to right click and then like paste. If you're using Putty, just right click and then that automatically pastes for you. So then you, and you're not going to see the mouse move. You're not going to see the cursor move. So you just right click and then press enter and then it should let you in. Okay, so well, give me 1 second and then you can share your screen. So RB, you copy this again. You have an extra space in here. So copy this. So that's fine.
What, did you mean Control C or something?
Yeah, that's fine. And then say Control V here.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing and it's not.
Is this notepad outside of your terminal? Like, yeah. Is this outside of your VM? Okay. Open up a notepad or something inside of your, so no, not there. Go down a little bit. So see the dragon at the top left? Click on that. And then go to text editor right here. And then right click and paste there.
Okay.
All right. So it went to the next line, which means you have an extra space. So you want to copy that again and just make sure that you just have no extra anything in there. So if you need to find that window again, it's at the top. See where it says right next to OWA, there's a white file that has like a little pin maybe. Yeah, so you want to copy that, make sure it's just that, and then, right click and say Control C, and then just right click here, or you can just say edit and paste. Oh, you need to log in first.
There it is.
So up arrow. Oh, up arrow first. Okay, there you go. Press enter. And then right click or say edit paste. Paste selection or paste clipboard or whatever. No, not copy. You want to paste. So you need to go back to your password and then, yeah. Control C it. And then paste clipboard and press enter. All right, there you go.
All right, thanks.
No problem. So raise your hand and then, Shauna, you want to share your screen?
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so go over here and just copy this again. So right click and copy, right? And then actually press enter.
Over here.
Yeah, in the terminal, press enter. So just close out of this because I don't know if you've already started typing in here because it doesn't show movement. So just close that and then click on, oh, and you might just want to save this to your, so right click at the bottom here in your menu bar, say right click and say pin to taskbar. Yeah, and then click on over the wire Bandit and say load, chain. Okay, that's good. And then say open. And then just right click in here and then press enter.
So right click.
And then enter.
Ah.
All right, there you go.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
No problem. All right, and Krishna, are you good?
Yeah.
All right.
Tried on both the calling machine and also when I clicked on the putty, the same action, right?
Yes.
Both. Yeah, got it.
All right, so let me go find my participant screen and make sure everyone's good to go. All right, Krishna, Shauna, Rama, you guys are all good to go?
Yeah.
All right. So let me see if I can lower hand. So we're going to use that same process for the next level. All right. So now we're in here at Bandit level 1. So if you're following along on the website, you can click on there, and then it says the password for the next level is stored in dash located in the home directory. So again, we're going to say ls, and we're going to see the dash. Okay. So if you were to just say cat and then dash, it's going to like kind of hang, right? Because dash is a special character. So what we're going to do for this one is we're going to say cat, and I think it's dot/dash. And then what that says is, it's a special character. So I'm leading it with a dot slash, and then it'll show you what the password is. So then you're going to highlight it again, as we did before. And then this is Bandit 2. And if you're doing putty, you're going to say exit and launch it again. And this time we're going to Bandit 2. We're going to put in the password that we just got, and we should say Bandit 2. So raise your hand if you are ready for level 2.
Got stuck at the LS. I clicked away, so I couldn't see.
Oh, give me 1 second. I'll go back and show you. Oh, okay, hold on. I'm sorry, give me 1 second. I'm trying to, someone's trying to get in and they don't have the right link. Can somebody paste the link that you use for Zoom into the Slack channel? Someone who's in the Slack channel in the Friday Night Lives, please. And if you're not doing that, could you raise your hand and let me know you're ready? Oh, somebody needs to see the, so it's / and then that. That's how you open up the,
I did it for them.
it is cat. So
Okay, I got it. Thank you.
okay. All right. Krishna, Krishno, and RB.
So I got the password. So again, how do I get to the user name portion of it?
So you say exit.
Okay, that's why I didn't do. Okay.
All right. Crystal.
Yeah, I did it already. The second password begins with CV1D, correct? And then I
Yes.
did the up arrow and I entered it already.
Okay. So just raise your hand, sir. And then let's see. Krishna, are you ready to go?
Yep.
All right. And then RB, you're good now, right?
I'm working on that now. I should be good though. If I have any questions, I'll just.
All right. Well, I'm lowering everyone's hand. Okay, so now we're on level 2. So the hint for level 2 is the password for the next level is stored in a file called spaces in this directory located in the home directory. Okay, so again, we're in the home directory. So we're going to say ls and you'll see spaces in the directory. Okay, so if we did an ls-alt, that you'll see that that is in fact just one file, but it has spaces in there. Okay, so what we're going to just do is we're going to say cat, which is how we view a file, and we're just going to say sp and then tab it out. So you'll see that when it does that, it adds a right slash to show that there's a space in the file name. Okay, so when you do that and press enter, it'll give you the password for level 3. All right, so raise your hand if when you get to the password for level 3.
Can you make your command window a little bigger?
I sure can. Now, whether it makes the text bigger, I don't know, but.
Not quite. Okay, so.
Let me see.
So you said in the command prompt, we need to do ls again?
Yeah, so you say ls to show that it's in there, right? And then you're going to say cat, so cat space, and then start typing in sp, which is the first couple letters of the file name, and then press tab, and it'll tab it out for you.
So when I put in the ls, it says spaces in the file name?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's what
That's the file. Yeah, that's what you want to open.
And then I type in cat.
Yeah, cat space.
SP.
And then SP and then tab, and it should do the rest of it for you.
Okay.
After we get the password for the third bandwidth, are we exiting it out and then doing SSH again?
Yes, if you're in Cali, yes. If you're in Putty, you're going to just exit and then relaunch again. So when you get there, raise your hand. Krishna and Tatiana. If you guys are done, could you raise your hand, please?
So that tab, that tab, like tabbing, like putting like the first few like characters in like a file name, that works for any file, like as long as it's within the directory that you're working out of?
Yes.
Okay.
So like, for example, if I were to say, and I'm still in level 2, but if I were to say cat and then dot, as you can see, there's 3 files in here, the bash logout, the bash RC, and the profile that match this pattern, right? So I'm going to say tab, and then it'll show me all of the files that are applicable that start with a dash to let me know, so it'll help me to figure out which one I'm talking about.
Ah, I see. I like that.
Krishna, can you raise your hand for me if you're ready? Krishna, you still there?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. All right, so next level. We're going to launch it again. This time we're going to level 3. And we have the password because we got it from level 2. So copy, right click in there, and then it's going to show you that you're in level 3. So the hint for this says the password for the next level is stored in a hidden file in the in here directory. Okay, so we're going to say ls to figure out where we're at, and there's an in here folder. So you'll know that this is a folder because if you say ls-alt, it'll actually have a D in front of it, okay, which means directory. Okay, so we're going to say cd and then in and tab it out. And then it's going to show us over here on the left in here. Let me see if I can. Oh, that's not going to be useful. So I don't know how to make it bigger. I'll work on that, RB. But so we're in this folder now, and then it says it's actually in this folder in a hidden directory. So we say ls in here, we're probably going to see nothing because it's hidden, right? So, but we know how to see hidden files, so we can just say alt, and we can see that there's a .hidden file in here. So we're going to use the same method, which is cat, and we're going to say .h, and then tab it out. And it shows us what the password is for level 4. So raise your hand when you're with me.
So how were you able to view the hit? I believe I put in, let's see.
So if you say ls-alt, it shows you everything that's in the folder, even the hidden directories. So in this case, there are links to the 2 levels above this, which are the dot and the dot, but then there's also a .hidden file, which you can see from the permissions that we have the ability to read and write to. Okay. So then
Tanisha, just ls doesn't show up the hidden files, isn't it? Dot hidden.
No, just ls does not show the hidden files. You have to say .alt to show
Uh-huh.
hidden files. So when you say alt, it just shows you the dot hidden, and then you're just going to open that the way we open any other file at the command line and just say cat and then space .h and then tab it out, and it'll show you.
Cat.h.
Cat space .h.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I got it. So
All right, so yeah, just raise your hand. Go ahead.
what is the cat? What does that stand for? Like,
I'm not sure.
Okay, I was just, because it's just like random cat. It's like, in order for me to understand what it,
It means concatenate.
Oh, okay.
So, and actually, I think concatenate is to put things together. So I'm not sure how that's applicable, but that's what it means. All right, so Christian, I need a hand. RB, I need a hand, and Crystal. Thank you. Krishna, the raised hand is at the bottom right-hand window of the participants window.
Yeah, I did that. Did you see that now?
Okay, now I can see it. Oh, no, I still can't see it. No. All right, so now we have level 4 passwords. So we're going to exit and we're going to go into level 4. And let's get the password from our clipboard, put it in, and then we'll go to the level 4 page. So the head for this page says, the password for the next level is stored in the only human readable file in the in here directory. Okay. So with that being said, let's see. All right, so we're in here as level 4. So we're going to ls and those in here. So we're going to change directory and go to in here. We're going to ls again. And there are 4 files in here. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're just going to start from the top. We're going to say cat and then dash file and see if it lets us. Actually, I think that we might need to do a dash for this. All right, so that's not human readable. Okay, so when you say cat and then /dash file 9, it's not human readable. Okay, so we're going to try it again with 8, and it's not human readable. So we'll try again with 7, and we get our password. So raise your hand when you're with me.
So you did cat-file07?
So it's cat and then /dash.
Oh, /dash.
Now my right click works, Tanisha. When I click on the right click, it just copies the password.
I'm sorry, one more time.
The right click, when I copied that password, yeah, now it works now. Earlier it didn't work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when you asked me to right click, it didn't work earlier, but now it works fine. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So, Chris, okay, you're good. So, in an RB.
I believe so hopefully I didn't, because I put in a few things and it said it was invalid. So I did the ls in here slash.
You want
and
to share your screen so I can see what you're talking about? Okay, so, oh, okay, you're not in the right folder. So change directory. So say CD space IN and then tab. And then press enter. And then say CAT, oh yeah, LS dash AL, or yeah, just LS is fine. And then you're going to say CAT and then space dot / and then say file 09.
Or was it 07?
No, you have a it's a dash you're missing. It's / dash. The file starts with dash file 09. So / dash file 09. Yep. And now if you press up arrow again, you can change it to 7. Yep, that's the password. So just copy that and log into the next level.
So just a quick question, why didn't we go directly to 7 before 9?
Well, because when we said ls-alt, so just say ls and then space.
Oh, sorry.
No problem. All right, so say ls space -alt. It listed them from file 9 down to 7. So we started at 9 and then it was not human readable. Then we went to 8, not human readable. So if it had showed them in the reverse order, then I would have started at 0 and then it just would have took me longer. So when we got to 7, it actually showed us human readable text.
Okay.
All right, so everyone exit and go to what is, oh, did I not? Focus in here. Oh no, wait, are we on level 5?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so when we go to the level 5, wait, okay. When we go to level 5, it says the password for the next level stored in a file somewhere under the in here directory and has all of the following properties. It is human readable. It is 133 bytes in size and it is not executable. Okay, so we're going to see where we're at. I want to go to the in here. Change directory in here. And there are 19 files in here. it says there's 19 files in here. In reality, it says there are 88 files and we just can't see the rest of them, or we can't see what is in these subdirectories. Okay, so we're going to try to find it. Okay, so what we're looking for, we're going to use the find command. Let me see. All right, so we're going to use the find command, right? It says we're going to find, and we're going to look in this directory. So just say dot, and then we're going to say it is of dash size 10 space 1033, and C is for bytes. You'd have to look that up, but you can take my word for it. And we're going to press enter. And it shows that there is a .file2 that is in maybe here 07. Okay, so welcome. All right. So we see that the file is in maybe here 07, and it's called .file2. Okay, so the easiest way for us to do that is just to say cat, and then .-main. We're going to say 07 /.fi, and it doesn't let us do that. Let's see. So when we do that, so cat and then the directory that it gave us on the previous line, it shows us that this is the password. Okay, so we're going to note that. And then raise your hand when you are ready to go to the next level. All right, so I see 2 folks are ready.
I'm ready. Yep.
So before it says cat, does it say what in here? Is that what that says?
Yeah, so it says cat, and then so when we told it to find, it says find dot and then dash size and then 1033 bytes. And when you say cat and then /, if it's easier for you, you can just go into the folder. So you can say CD into maybe in here 07, and then you can cat the file directly from there.
Okay, sorry, y'all. It's just, I'm just going back and forth. I have to minimize your screen, and then I have to. So, hold on.
All right, so Krishna, if you're ready, can you raise your hand? Slammer, so we are on level 5 right now. We just got the password for level 6. If you want to hop in, you can use your PuTTY terminal or your Kali machine.
Okay. I'm just settling in, so it's gonna take me a little bit.
Okay, just let me know when you're ready to go. Ari, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Do you want to join us?
Hi, I'm ready to go when you are.
Okay, perfect. Just could you raise your hand for me? And then Crystal, are you ready to go?
Yeah, I am.
So it's CD maybe here 07 dash file 2.
It's 07.
So CD maybe here 07 dash dot file 2.
It's yes, .file 2.
So CD maybe here 07 dash dot file 2.
Yes.
It's not pulling up for me.
All right, well, you can go ahead and share your screen with me. All right, and let's see. Okay, so you're switching it to a directory, so it needs to start with the /, so it's CD and then / maybe in here 07 because it's a folder. So press the up arrow and then go back to the beginning, like scroll to or move your cursor to the left and then press the tab.
Press the tab right now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Move your cursor to the left and then press the / when you get to the front of maybe in here. Yes. And then press enter. Oh, I'm sorry. And it should be cat. So not CD, CAT. Cat may be in here 07 dot. All right, so let's just do this. Press down arrow and say CD space maybe in here 07 or maybe here 07.
Is it because he's not in here? In the
oh, you're right. So CD in here. Thank you. And then CD maybe here 07. And then LS. And then say cat. And then say / dash file 2. That's not the right one. So say clear. up arrow and say, move the dash. I think the file is actually just called, no, not the slash, the dash. So let's try that. All right, so just say cat.file2. All right, there we go. All right, so Crystal, are you good?
Yeah.
Is anyone not good? Because I know some of you just jumped in. All right, then we will go to the next level. All right, so exit out. And then we're going to go to Bandit level 6 using the password we just got from level 5. We're going to right click and put it in there, and then you should be at level 6. So for level 6, it says the password for the next, and if you just jumped in, you can actually come to put in your terminal window, and let me just type in where we're at. So it's going to be all right, so we're on level, I'm sorry, we're on level 6. So that should say level 6. So SSH Bandit 6 at bandit.labs.overthewire-p 220. All right, so for level 6, it says the password for the next level is stored somewhere on the server, and it has all of the following properties. It's owned by user Bandit 7. It is owned by the group Bandit 6, and there's 33 bytes in size. Okay, so we're going to say find in the home directory. User is Bandit. Sorry, user is Bandit 7. Group is Bandit 6. And size is 33 bytes, and C is the code for bytes. So when we do that, it gives us a whole bunch of.
Can you paste that in the chat?
Yes.
That command.
So we're going to find in the root directory user 7 group 6 size 33 C. So when you do that, you'll see that it gives us a whole lot of locations that match up, but most of them are all permission denied, okay, which means that what we're looking for is not in there. So the one that is not is this right here, which is in the var. Okay. So is the var lib d package. So you can just copy this, just select this location here, and we're going to use that to figure out what our password is. Okay. So you can, if you want, paste it into your folder just to make sure you have it into your Word, your file. And then you're going to say, we're going to cat. We're just going to paste that file. And when we paste that file, so let me see if I can paste this into, I don't think I'm going to be able to, let me see. All right, so that is where, so you're going to put a cat in front of that directory, and then that's going to tell us what the password is for level 7. So if you could raise your hand and let me know when you have gotten to that point. Or if you are just watching, just raise your hand to let me know you're ready to go on to the next thing.
I had a question. If we're just joining over the wire, it requires a password?
So if you start at level 0, you need to use the password that they give you, which is Bandit 0, and then Bandit 0 is the password. But what we're doing is we're currently on level 7. I'm sorry, on level 6. So I can give you the password for level 6. Let's see. Let me see if I can put it in the Slack. That might be the easiest way.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Hopefully you got that.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. All right, so that is level 7's password.
I'm having difficulty.
So can you share your screen with me?
Okay, hold on. Can you see my screen?
I can. All right. So, okay. Press the up arrow. Okay. Backspace. And then, yeah, just go all the way to, yeah, get rid of all that. And then you need a space after the slash. So you're going to say find slash space. And then user and then Bandit 7 and then space dash group and then Bandit 6. Yep. And then size and then space 33C and then press enter. Yep. And then it shows you that this var lib d package info Bandit 7 password, that's where the password's going to be. So you can just copy that and then say cat and then right click that to the terminal.
Mm-hmm. So you said right click it to the terminal?
Yeah, you want to say cat. So cat. Yeah, and cat just says, hey, I want you to show me what's in this file. So, and that gives you the password.
Thank you.
No problem. All right, and so let's see. RB, are you good? If so, can you raise your hand?
Not yet. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
So
everyone else, if you are, go ahead.
I should put in cat dash var dash lib. That what you put in the chat?
Yeah. So cat space and then all what I put in the chat. Krishna, Tatiana, Ari, if you guys are ready, could you put your hands up? If not, I will ask you a minute what's going on.
I'm good.
Ari and Tatiana.
Okay, I got it. I just haven't put my hand up yet.
Okay.
I'm having a hard time with I think entering the oh, never mind. Got it.
You good? Okay. And Tatiana.
Oh, that was me just then.
Oh, I'm sorry. Ari.
I'm good. I don't know why it's not showing you when I thumbs up.
Yes, it's not showing there, but that's fine. I'm glad you're good. And then RB, you said you're good, and Krishna said you're good. All right, so we will move on to the next level. So go ahead and exit out if you are on Putty, and just quit if you are on Kali, and we're going to load in level 7. All right, and the password.
Hmm?
All right, so when we're on level 7, we're going to go to the level 7 page, and I will lower your hands so I can see if you have a question. All right, J3, do you need some help? J3, D3, Y3? Oh, no, you're good? Okay. All right, so for level 7, it says the password for the next level is stored in the data.txt file next to the word millionth, okay? So we're going to ls, that shows us that the data.txt is there, okay? So we're going to say cat data.txt. We are going to search within this file. So in order to search for a file, we're going to use the command grep. And I just typed the command we're about to use into the chat window. So it's cat data.txt, and then we're going to do a pipe, which just says you're going to also do this, and then say grep. We're looking for a line that says millionth, okay? So when we do that, it shows us that in this data.txt, there's a file that starts with millionth, and this is the password. And that is the password for level 8. All right, so if you could raise your hand and let me know when you're up, when you're done, you're ready?
Tanisha, so for that command, when you add the pipe, is the pipe, do you have it there because you're like asking 2 different commands, or is that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm saying, hey, display me what's in the data.txt file, but also I want you to only show me the lines that start with millionth, okay? So like if we look at this file, which we did not, because I have a feeling that there are a lot of things in here. There's a lot of stuff in here, okay? So as you can see, each one of these starts with a new word, okay? So I saw engine in there somewhere, right? So as you can see, the file is still going, okay? I'm just gonna cancel that. All right, so let's say if they instead told us that, that the file started with engine, or the line started with engine, I would just do the same thing. I would say, hey, grep, look in the file and tell me, you know, all the lines that start with engine or have engine, right? So it's showing, actually it's showing me too much. Let's see. Maybe I didn't see where it started. Okay, no, it's only showing me engine, engineered, engineered, engineering. So it's showing me all of the things that start with my word, okay? So in this case, they told us million. So what we said was, hey, look on this file and show me everything that starts with millionth. And in this case, there's only one line that starts with that, but that's how you would do a search if you know that you're looking for a value in the file. So if you're doing like a capture the flag type event, and they tell you, for example, that your flag starts with the letters A, B, C, right? You would do the same type of thing. You would say, hey, I want you to look in this file or look in the directory or wherever it is, but I'm looking for anything that starts with ABC. Okay. That's how they've already told you that your flag is going to start with ABC. So you're going to find everything in the directory or in this case, we're looking at a particular file that starts with ABC. So does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. So like in your experience, have you ever been asked like, what does maybe like, I guess like maybe like a row contain, or can you only search it by like the first word in that line?
No, so you can search for a particular word in a file.
Mm-hmm.
So like if we wanted to say near, right? It's going to pull up everything that contains near anywhere in the file. So it doesn't actually just start with near, it contains near somewhere in the word, okay? So it's just looking for that pattern or that phrase or whatever, excuse me, in that file, okay?
Okay.
All right. No problem. Are you good?
I'm good.
Thank you. And Tatiana, are you good?
Yes, I'm good.
All right, so we're going to exit out of here and we're going to come back in for level 8. All right. All right, so for level 8, we're going to go look at the hint for the thing. The password is on the next level, is stored in the file data.txt, and it is the only line of the text that occurs only once. Okay. All right, so we're going to sort through the file. Okay, so if we ls, we see this is a file called data.txt. All right, and then we're going to sort the file. So we're going to say sort data.txt. And the reason why we want to sort it is that when it sorts it, it's going to put all the things that are like each other next to each other. So if we did that and just press enter, you'll see that it has a whole bunch of things that are duplicated. So like all of these are not the password, but one of these is the password. But the one that's a password is the one that's only in here once. Okay, so we sorted the file, so it put all of the things that are like together. Okay, so specifically, we want the one that's only appearing once. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to sort it, and we want to also look for the unique values. Okay, so unique.use says, hey, show me, and let me put this into the chat so you can see it. All right, so when we do that, we're going to say, oh, and I'm sorry if you guys raised your hand because you're already done, but I don't remember if I undid it from last time, so I'm going to lower them again. All right, so when we do that, we see the password for level 9. When you get to that point, raise your hand, let me know you're ready to go. All right. Ari, Crystal, Krishna, and
I'm good.
Mwanda. Thank you. Ari.
I'm good.
All right. So we are all good. So let's log into the next level, which is level 9. Oh. All right, so we're on level 9 now. So we're going to go look at the hint for level 9. The password for the next level is stored in the data.txt file and one of the few human readable strings preceded by several equal characters. Okay, so we're going to ls and see if the data.txt file is there. And they told us several things. Okay, so they told us that it is human readable strings. Okay. And they also told us that it's preceded by the equal character. Okay, so what we're going to do for this one is we're going to use a tool called strings. So strings gives you information about the file. Okay, so if you scroll up in here, you'll see a lot of information in the file. And this one right here says password, right? So what we're going to do, because there's a lot of, this one starts with a lot of equals as well. But what we're going to do is we're going to combine the strings, which shows us what's in the file, right? And we're going to combine that with a search of equal, because it says it's preceded by several equal characters. So when we do that, it tells us that, in fact, this right here is our password.
Is that a equal after grep? It says strings data.txt bar.
Oh yeah, it's an equal.
Okay.
All right, so this is the password for level 10. Thank you, J3. Everyone else, if you could raise your hand when you are with me. And if you have issues, feel free to share your screen.
I'm good.
Thank you, Ari. Krishna, you good?
Yep, thank you.
No problem. RB?
So I believe I put in a string correctly, but I'm going to share my screen.
Okay.
Well, I didn't put it in because it's not working, but so.
Oh, you need some spaces. So say strings, data.txt, say space, pipe, space, grep, and then space. Yeah, equals. Space equals. Oh, okay. So say space equals. All right, so let's see, you're in here at 9. Say ls for me. Oh, it's not TEXT, it's TXT.
Oh, okay.
You need a space after the equal, a space before the equals. Yep, there you go. All right, so I think everyone else was good to go. Let me know if I'm misrepresenting that. All right, so we will exit out of here and log into level 10. So then we're going to look at,
One more thing. When I exited, it says that the connection is closed to Bandit Labs.
share your screen for me.
It says that for mine as well, but you can still do the up arrow and just enter it in the SSH.
Oh yeah, yeah. So, but change it from 9 to 10. And otherwise you're good to go.
Okay.
Perfect. All right. All right. So level 10. So we're going to go to level 10. It says the password for the next level is stored in the data.txt file, which contains base64 encoded data. All right, so for this thing, we're going to use the base64 tool. Okay, so we're going to ls, and we're going to see that there's a data.txt file, and we're going to say cat data.txt like we normally do. And then we're going to use the base64 command. So what the base64 command does is it's going to say dash decode. What it's going to do is it's going to decode the lines for us, and it's going to tell us what the file says, or decode the file for us using base64. And if the file says the password is this. So you're going to copy that, and that is your entry for level 11, which we're going to do in 2 weeks. So what I want to show you is all right, in here, if you say get you some, so I'm going to put the password into the, it's get you some. So if you go to blackgirls.hack.org/Friday Night Labs, I'm going to put the results in here so that if you want to come back and figure out you know, like if you need to catch up for next week, for example, you'll see Bandit level 0 through 10 right up, which shows it's basically all of the 10 levels and the steps that we took in order to get them. Okay. Does anyone have any questions? If not, if I could get you guys to go and leave feedback on the event on Meetup, I would greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys next week.
Thank you so much, Tanisha.
No problem. Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
You're welcome. Bye.